Only I have the brains to rule Lilat. If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Open salami.
We are in your debt. I would be honored to have you as part of the
Oh no, sir. We prefer doing things our own way.
What?
Known for being an ill-tempered and cold AI, Mother Brain is the galaxy's most advanced supercomputer, and was the mastermind behind the space pirates' operation on planet Sevis, to use the Metroids as weapons to take over the galaxy, since she has the unique ability to control the mysterious creatures. This way, she could achieve her ultimate goal of proclaiming herself as a superior being in the entire universe. While the games don't explore the details behind Mother Brain's origins, a set of 2 manga volumes were released in Japan back in the early 2000s, simply titled Metroid, that detail the events of Samus's past before the beginning of Metroid's Zero Mission, as well as explaining more of the history behind Mother Brain. And so far, this is the closest thing we have to an actual canon on the Metroid universe. According to the manga, Mother Brain was created by the advanced Choso, the bird-like race responsible for also creating the Metroids, with the original purpose to serve as a databank that would keep the records of their history and knowledge, and also be capable of controlling their creations, with the intention that she could become their successor after the Choso's imminent extinction. She was given free will with artificial intelligence so she can make decisions of her own and continue the missions of her creators to try and achieve galactic peace. However, the supercomputer also became obsessed with another one of her main directives, which was to ensure her own survival at all costs. And this, alongside her main purpose, led her to becoming corrupted and allying herself with the space pirates, so that way she could ensure her own protection and achieve galactic peace by destroying everything in her way, thus maintaining balance in the universe by resetting everything to zero. Alongside her role as a Choso database of sorts, Mother Brain also helped them create and operate many of their machinery on planet Sevis, and one of her last duties while allied to her creators was to take care of a young human girl that the Choso rescued from a raid on a local colony by the space pirates, and help her adapt to the harsh environments of their world. Mother Brain aided the Choso in infusing the human with her alien DNA so she could adapt to the planet's weather, and also helped create a new set of armor that could help her defend herself against any threat, known as the Power Suits, and thus gave birth to the ultimate Choso weapon, and the true protector of the galaxy, the bounty hunter known as Samus Aran. All of this was made in an effort so that once Mother Brain revealed her allegiance with the space pirates, Samus would hopefully join her and become the ultimate weapon for domination. But this crisis was averted due to the Choso suggesting Samus that she should continue her growth elsewhere in the universe, leading her to join the Galactic Federation, as well as her strong sense of justice and empathy towards others in need. But you know, now that I think about it, I wonder how Mother Brain had to explain to Ridley that she was accidentally in a way the one responsible for creating the space pirates' biggest enemy in the first place.
What is going on?
Ma'am, we have confirmed that the Hunter has infiltrated the planet, and she's making her way to our location.
I knew it. Trying to steal that baby Metroid and bringing it back to the same planet from our first plan was a bad idea.
I didn't anticipate this to happen.
You seriously didn't? Aren't you like the most advanced supercomputer in the galaxy?
Sir, the Hunter has just taken down Kraid and is currently about to fight Fantoon.
Prepare to face my ultimate attack, Fire Eyeballs of Doom! Ooh.
How come we can't defeat a single bounty hunter when we have an army and bioweapons?
Well, the thing is, I may have infused her with Choso DNA, arm her to the teeth with her strongest weaponry, and help her with intense training when she was young.
You did what?
I was hoping she'd join our team.
Then why would we leave all these weapons lying around? But more importantly, why didn't you just change them so we could use them against her?
Don't you dare question the logics of bird magic. Sir, she's taking down Fantoon. What do we do now?
I didn't want to resort to this. Men, unleash our greatest fighter.
Yay!
Seeing how Samus decided to rebel against her ideals, Mother Brain instead utilizes one of the Choso's latest creations, the infamous Metroids, as her means to threaten the universe and utilize the harsh environments of planet Sevis as the perfect location to manage her operations. leading to the events of the original Metroid on the NES and its remake Metroid Zero Mission. While Mother Brain by herself isn't much of a threat, her main chamber inside of Torian is filled to the brim with deadly laser turrets, zebetide barriers, and flying Cheerios of doom. But after her defeat, the AI activates a self-destruct sequence to destroy all of Torian in a last-ditch effort to kill Samus, which later becomes sort of a trend in the Metroid series. After these events, Mother Brain makes her return in Super Metroid, trying to recreate her original plan by stealing the last baby Metroid from the Space Colony series, and tried making clones out of it by exposing it to beta rays. And even though Samus manages to defeat her in the end, Mother Brain reveals her latest creation in the form of her new metallic body and her devastating laser brain attack. Or as I like to call it, the Rainbow Beam! With this, Mother Brain manages to back up Samus into a corner, almost killing her. Until the mutated baby Metroid saves her by attacking the supercomputer, stealing her energy and giving it to Samus, which also grants her the ability to use the Hyper Beam. With this, Samus manages to defeat Mother Brain, and she initiates yet another self-destruct sequence that causes a chain reaction that leads to the entire destruction of Planet Sevis. Later on, Samus would find herself aboard a Federation research station known as the Bottle Ship, where she aids the members of Platoon 7, who are led by everyone's favorite character Adam Malkovich, in an effort of finding any survivors and truly understanding what really happened aboard this location. During her investigation, Samus runs into a young woman who claims to be Madeline Berkman, the lead member of the research team aboard the Bottle Ship, and explains to her that this station was made to try and recreate some of the bioweapons that she encountered on Sebes, and that also included recreating the Metroids alongside a new AI to fulfill the same functions as Mother Brain. However, it turns out that later on her mission, Samus encounters yet another scientist who claims to be the real Madeline Berkman, and that instead the person she met earlier is called Melissa Berkman, who also turns out to be an android that is referred to as MB, which, by the way, spoiler alert, stands for Mother Brain. They share the same initials. We did it, guys! We did it! So yes, this woman is actually the humanoid version of the Chozo supercomputer who later attempts to destroy her creators, before being ambushed by Madeline and taken down by a Federation unit. Because, you know, Mother M couldn't be bothered to give Samus something important to do or give the player some sort of closure with a final boss fight, but hey, that's a topic for another video. So, considering how much of a prominent role Mother Brain has in the Metroid franchise, she only makes an appearance in 4 out of the so far 13 games that have been released in the series if you count spin-off and remakes. That's obviously assuming that you don't count the Aurora units from Metroid Prime 3, since they do share a lot of similarity to the Chozo computer, by being organic supercomputers which are contained in a tank filled with liquids and are capable of controlling the structures in their surroundings. Oh, and there's also the fact that one of these Aurora units is a boss fight in the game, which kind of brings back vibes of Mother Brain, especially when you consider that the Aurora unit's defeat sets up a chain reaction that destroys Planet Face.
Just in time.
And also, there's that one final encounter at the end of Federation Force with another AI known as Master Brain, that upon being defeated lowers the defense systems of the Doomside, which allows the Federation fleet to destroy it. While the games don't develop much on a relationship between Samus and the sinister computer, the manga reveals a personal grudge that Mother Brain holds towards the bounty hunter, since the Chozo consider her to be their true successor instead, which in retrospective makes their confrontation all the more personal since they were the last beings remaining who ever interacted with the mysterious race. Moving outside of the Metroid games, Mother Brain has her own share of cameos and trivia. As many people may already know, the Metroid franchise was heavily inspired by the Ridley Scott film Alien, and Mother Brain's name could have been inspired by the name of the main computer of the Nostromo, which is simply referred to as Mother. She has also made an appearance as an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS and Smash Bros. Ultimate, where she utilizes the laser brain attack from Super Metroid to attack other players, and she also has a regular trophy in those games. There are also characters called Mother Brain on other non-Nintendo games, like Chrono Trigger, Phantasy Stars 2, and Blaster Master Zero. And Samus can be seen in Super Mario RPG, where she states that she's resting up for Mother Brain. The 2010 game Singularity has a written Easter egg message that references Mother Brain, and the 2016 Doom features a mysterious looking creature that resembles a Chozo computer as well. But probably the biggest reference to the AI comes in the Wii U game Wonderful 101, where the villainous guild of evil aliens terrorizing humans with gigawatt bombs, energy beams, ray guns, and killer lasers, also known as Geth Jerks, guess that's their actual name, are led by a massive brain inside of a jar called Jurginga, who bears a huge resemblance to the Chozo computer, and also later gains a humanoid appearance, which could be a reference to Mother Brain's body at the end of Super Metroid. It's also worth noting that the director of the game, Hideki Kamiya, originally wanted this game to star Nintendo characters, so this could be a remnant detail of that idea that featured the supercomputer as the main villain, but this is only speculation. But perhaps Mother Brain's most notable appearance outside of the Metroid games is her role as the main villain of the Captain N cartoon from 1989. This iteration of her features a more humanoid-looking face with a mouth and a much goofier personality when compared to her in-game counterpart, which was also voiced by Levi Stubbs. This incarnation was also seen in the Captain N comics, which some volumes feature Samus as a recurring character, even though she never made an appearance on the TV series, since according to one of the writers from the show, Jeffrey Scott, he, quote, never heard of her. Lastly, Mother Brain had a couple appearances in comics and manga, such as the Nintendo Power Super Metroid comics and the Wanpaku Metroid manga strategy guides in Japan. In the end, even though she doesn't make as many appearances as other enemies like Ridley or the Metroids, Mother Brain made such an impression on players that many people consider her to be one of the most iconic villains not only in the series, but in the gaming medium in general. But perhaps the biggest reason of why Mother Brain is such an evil character is that she was originally intended to be a medium for maintaining galactic peace. But instead, she used all of the creations from her masters as twisted tools to fulfill her maniacal mentality of becoming the superior being in the universe. But it was because of her own pride of being able to create the most advanced technology that led her to accidentally giving birth to what became her worst opponent and the one who would eventually cause her downfall.